Hi everyone. Today we are going to solve university question for the subject compiler design for the year April 2018. A question is given as like this. Question number 5a. Apply bootstrapping to develop a compiler for a new high-level language P on machine N. This is 3-mark question. Now I have a compiler for P on machine N. Apply bootstrapping to obtain a compiler for P on machine M. And the third question is define cross compilers. Define cross compilers. So we will see the answers one by one. So first one, as you all know, we can represent a compiler by means of a T diagram. A compiler is actually characterized by means of three languages. They are source language, yes, implementation language, I, third one, target language. Okay, target language T. So you can always represent a compiler by means of a T diagram. So it is given as S, I, T. Suppose I am writing A, B, C like this. What do you understand from this? A, B, C like this. This is a compiler. This is a compiler which compiles source language A, which is in the using the implementation language B for generating the language or target code C. So that is the interpretation. Whenever you are using a T diagram like this, it is representing a compiler. So in the question it is given that we have to develop a compiler for a new high level language P. New high level language P. So that means instead of source language you have to write P. On machine N. Machine N means N is the target language that is to be obtained. So for example, I am taking the implementation languages S. Implementation languages or implementation languages L. For example, I am taking implementation languages L. So I can draw the diagram like this. This is P. This is the implementation language L, and this is the target language to be obtained. Okay. So that is the first question. Next, the second one. Second one means we have a compiler P on machine N. That is, you are having a compiler this one. Apply bootstrapping to obtain a compiler P on a machine M. That means we have to use this compiler, and at the same time we have to develop another compiler for machine M. So how is it possible? So given PLN, okay, PLN, we have to generate some, for example, PSM, for example, PSM using this PLN. Okay, so if we try to draw the diagram like this, PLN you are having, PLN you are already having. Suppose I am drawing a diagram like this, L. Since I have to obtain the in implementation language as S, I have to write the implementation S here. So the same language written here also, and I am writing like this. In effect, we will obtain a language or a compiler like this, P S M. Here you can see P, S, M. So how this procedure is being done? Here L is the implementation language of first compiler. So that should be same as the source language of the compiler I am taking. And at the same time here the target code will be same as the third machine, third language or third compiler I have to take. So these two will be same, these two will be same. Okay. So this is the machine you are obtaining after applying bootstrapping on the given machine. Hope it is clear. And the third question is define cross compiler. Define cross compiler. That is a 2-mark question. It is a 2-mark question, cross compiler. So whenever you are writing a compiler by means of a T diagram, you can see S, I, T are the 3 languages. These languages are 3 different languages. 3 different languages. Okay. So we can define a cross compiler as a compiler that runs on one machine and produce target code for another machine. Hope it is clear. Thank you all.